Bankrupt. That's the word many associate with Scottie Pippen today. Scottie Pippen, a name synonymous with greatness in basketball, is now nearing 60. But behind the legend, his life today is filled with turmoil. Bankrupt, homeless, the story of Pippen's post-NBA existence is more tragic than you'd imagine. How did a man who once seemed invincible end up in financial ruin, domestic disputes, and endless legal battles? Born in Hamburg, Arkansas, as the youngest of 12 children, Pippen's early life was shaped by modest means and family hardship. His father suffered a stroke that paralyzed his right side, and an older brother became paralyzed following an injury. These challenges likely instilled a strong work ethic in young Scottie. Standing just 6 feet 1 inch when graduating high school, Pippen received no Division I scholarship offers. His opportunity came through a favor to his high school coach, resulting in an offer from the University of Central Arkansas, not to play, but to serve as the student manager for the basketball team. During college, Pippen experienced a remarkable physical transformation, growing to 6 feet 8 inches. Combined with the point guard skills he developed when shorter, this created a uniquely versatile player. By his senior year, he was averaging 23.6 points and 10 rebounds per game. The Chicago Bulls orchestrated a draft day trade to acquire Pippen with the 5th overall pick in 1987. This proved to be one of the most impactful trades in NBA history, pairing him with Michael Jordan and setting the stage for a dynasty. Pippen's 11 seasons with the Bulls coincided with the team's transformation into one of the most dominant dynasties in sports history. His development from a raw rookie into an elite, multi-dimensional superstar was instrumental in capturing 6 NBA championships during the 1990s. When Jordan abruptly retired in 1993, Pippen stepped up with his best statistical season, leading the Bulls in scoring, assists, and steals. He guided the team to an impressive 55-27 record and earned the 1994 All-Star Game MVP award. However, this period also marked a significant controversy. During a crucial 1994 playoff game against the New York Knicks, Pippen refused to re-enter the game for the final 1.8 seconds after coach Phil Jackson designed the potential game-winning play for rookie Tony Kukoc instead of him. This incident marred an otherwise stellar season and became a recurring point of discussion regarding his leadership. After the Bulls' 6th championship in 1998, the dynasty dissolved. Jordan retired again, coach Phil Jackson departed, and Pippen sought a move to a new team. His post-Bulls journey began with a single season with the Houston Rockets, joining future Hall of Famers Charles Barkley and Hakeem Olajuwon. Despite the star power, the experiment proved short-lived. Adding to the difficulties, Pippen was arrested in Houston in April 1999 for driving while intoxicated after running a red light, though the charge was ultimately dropped. Seeking a better fit, Pippen moved to the Portland Trail Blazers for 4 years. For his final NBA season in 2003-04, Pippen returned to Chicago, though the team was far removed from its championship days. This marked the only time in his 17-year NBA career that his team failed to qualify for the playoffs. Several years after retirement, at age 42, Pippen made a surprising brief return to professional basketball in January 2008, playing 3 games in Scandinavia for about £50,000. This unusual postscript to his playing career hinted at either a persistent desire to compete or potentially underlying financial motivations. The relationship between Pippen and Jordan has evolved from a historically successful on-court partnership to a publicly fractured connection. The 2020 ESPN documentary series, The Last Dance, became a significant catalyst for the public airing of grievances. Pippen expressed profound dissatisfaction with the series, feeling it glorified Jordan while diminishing his own contributions. He specifically criticized Jordan's editorial control over the final product and highlighted the financial disparity, noting Jordan reportedly earned £8 million while teammates received no compensation. In November 2021, Pippen released his memoir, Unguarded, providing a platform to elaborate on his perspective. He detailed his discomfort with being labeled Jordan's sidekick and asserted that he and Jordan were never close off the court. Pippen also called Jordan's first retirement selfish for leaving the team in a difficult position. Pippen's public commentary escalated significantly in May 2023 during a podcast appearance where he called Jordan a horrible player before he arrived in Chicago and horrible to play with, characterizing early Jordan as focused solely on individual scoring rather than team success. This feud, further complicated by Pippen's ex-wife dating Jordan's son, has likely irrevocably altered the perception of their legendary partnership. Beyond his fractured relationship with Jordan, Pippen has faced significant domestic challenges. In early October 2016, police were called to his Fort Lauderdale home on two separate occasions. Audio recordings of his then-wife Larsa Pippen's 911 calls were later made public. In the first call, she tearfully reported that her husband was being really aggressive towards her. In a subsequent call, she stated he had gotten crazy again with me. These incidents occurred shortly before Scottie filed for divorce after 19 years of marriage, which was finalized in December 2021. Despite earning substantial sums during his 17-year NBA career, Pippen encountered significant financial setbacks after retiring. Reports indicate he lost a large portion of his fortune due to poor investments, leading him to pursue numerous lawsuits against former financial and legal advisors. One major case involved his financial advisor, Robert J. Lunn, who was convicted of federal bank fraud in 2014 for a scheme that included fraudulently obtaining loans using Pippen's name without his knowledge. Lunn misrepresented the purpose of a £1.1 million loan and allegedly forged Pippen's signature on financial documents. Lunn was sentenced to 3 years in prison and ordered to pay £320,000 in restitution to Pippen. Pippen also sued the Chicago law firm Pedersen and Hoopt for legal malpractice, seeking £6.4 million. The suit alleged the firm failed to properly oversee investments managed by Lunn, including the disastrous purchase of a Gulfstream jet, dubbed Air Pip, and a failed £2.6 million real estate venture. A jury awarded Pippen £1.6 million, finding him 75% responsible for his own losses. Another significant financial loss stemmed from a £2.4 million loan Pippen extended in 2007 to an entity formed by former NBA players Christian Leitner and Brian Davis for an unsuccessful bid to purchase the Memphis Grizzlies. After receiving only partial repayment, Pippen was awarded a £2 million judgment, but collecting this proved difficult, with reports years later indicating a significant portion remained unpaid. Additionally, Pippen unsuccessfully sued several media organizations for defamation after they incorrectly reported he had filed for bankruptcy. The courts dismissed the case, ruling that as a public figure, Pippen failed to demonstrate the required standard of actual malice. Since retiring, Pippen has worked as a studio analyst for television broadcasts and held positions with NBA teams. In 2021, he launched his own bourbon brand called Digits and is collaborating with his daughter on a menswear clothing line also titled Unguarded, scheduled for release in 2025. Not all ventures have been successful. A foray into cryptocurrency, promoting an NFT based on a 1991 finals basketball in 2024, reportedly drew public mockery. Family remains central to Pippen's life. He has been married twice and is father to multiple children. His son, Scottie Pippen Jr., has followed in his footsteps, becoming a professional basketball player currently signed to a contract with the Los Angeles Lakers. Based purely on his basketball career, Pippen's greatness is indisputable. He is widely considered one of the best small forwards ever. His resume includes 6 NBA championships, 7 All-Star selections, 7 All-NBA nods, and 10 All-Defensive Team selections. His defensive prowess is legendary, and he's often cited as one of the greatest defenders in NBA history. The fallout from the Last Dance documentary and his subsequent memoir generated considerable backlash. His well-documented financial difficulties, the 1994 playoff incident, and the 2016 domestic disturbance calls have created a shadow that often looms over discussions of his basketball achievements. Scottie Pippen's greatness on the court is undeniable, but it's impossible to ignore how his life off the court has taken a tragic turn. From financial ruin to public battles, it seems the greatest test of his career came long after he left the game. What do you think of Scottie Pippen's post-NBA life? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more on the fallen icons of sports history.